everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout, and this layout was totally inspired by that rainbow paper. I love that paper so much. That is from the Amy Tangerine Picnic in the Park, which is her newest collection, and it's the Aloha Leilani paper, and oh my gosh, I loved it. So I actually backed it on the photos here, the booth photo there, on one of the other papers from Picnic in the Park. I was originally thinking about maybe doing it on the green paper there, but it didn't feel bright enough to me. So plus it just, since so much is blue in the photo there of the layout that I'm working on in this craft retreat, it just made sense for me to do the blue. So that blue paper is from Picnic in the Park, like I said, and it's the all the way up paper. And I'm just positioning these two not exactly across. I didn't want to, I wanted to be able to see each of the rainbow, parts of the rainbow there. So then I was trying to decide what I was going to do, and I was going to do something about glitter because I have this old Chamel, these glitter words from, I believe they're from they're called the Sparkle font, but they're actually words, it's one of those words, but I think it was from the Glitter Girl collection if I remember correctly. And I was trying to decide what to do, and then all of a sudden I realized, I could just call this dream glitter, because I dream, you dream glitter and about scrapbooking when you're in a scrapbooking retreat. So there I was clapping for myself because I finished a thicker sheet, which that's a good thing. All right, so on the right, I have that scissors die cut, which is from Amy Tangerine. I don't know what collection. I just remembered that I happened to have a scissors in one of her collections, in my Amy Tangerine die cuts. And then I'm going through this Paige Evans Pink Paisley Whimsical sticker book here, and that's where I found the blue scissors. So I'm thinking about using that. I did find that I do have that Amy Tangerine tag with the brushes that I kind of want to get in. And now I have this little rosette here, which came from American Crafts Mayberry. It's an older summer collection. And I'm kind of putting that down there. And then I thought, I kind of like that. I like the idea of putting it up there with some sort of journaling tag maybe. I'm going through the Mayberry die cuts and things that I have here. And then I found that pink one, and I really like that because it kind of blends up into that area, but it still gives me some room to journal on. Then I found this sticker here that says create what you love and love what you create, from the Whimsical stickers. So I thought that was appropriate. Kind of playing with other pieces there. I have that ruler, and there's a paintbrush. That's from the Whimsical collection. That's a little stamp from the Whimsical collection as well. It has a little bit of an art basis. Kind of looking at another one of the Amy Tangerine sticker books here. I think that's Hustle and Heart if I remember correctly. Kind of toyed with adding, that's a sticker with a date, and decided a day of the week, decided not to use that. All right, so I inked my photo mats there, so I'm going to ink everything else here. Well, sort of everything else. Now that ruler was a little bit too long. I don't want it coming all the way out to the end of that, so I shortened it up so that I could stick it underneath that rosette and hide that where I cut it off. And then these are very thin stickers because they're from, well, I shouldn't say very thin. They're not as thin as some of them can be, but they're pretty thin. All right, so there's the paintbrushes down now. Oh, and I forgot I had that little like color swatch rainbow that I stuck up underneath that scissors too, which is actually bothering me a little bit because it feels like that cluster on the top left there needs something else. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do there. So there's the stamp, and I'm popping the stamp up just because the rosette's up a little bit, so I want something in each of the clusters to be up. If I can do that, to be, just to give it a little bit more dimension. So I toyed with taking that little rainbow paint swatch piece off and then decided not to. And I did bring those scissors up a little bit more than I did originally. So here we go, trying to figure stuff out. And I found this puffy arrow there from the Elle Studio So Awesome Puffy Stickers. So then I have something that's popped up a little bit of a different texture as well. Okay, now just looking for more. What else can I add into these clusters? And I found these flowers from Whimsical, so I kind of liked those. Thought they would make a nice addition. And boy, are these all that inking. Now, I'm sorry you guys, this layout is pretty low on my mat, but one of the things that's bothering me as I'm looking at this is I wanted all the colors to show, so the photos ended up pretty high, and it's now becoming really top heavy there. The layout's really top heavy because everything is in the top 2/3 with nothing in the bottom third. And so I'm thinking about what can I do about that. And then in the meantime, I'm also I added some flowers into that cluster with the scissors just because I thought it needed, like I said, I thought it needed another element, and because there's flowers in the other two, then I added them up in the journaling cluster. All right, so what I'm doing here, and I'm sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see this, is I'm adding a little bit of washi tape from Bella Boulevard to the bottom of my layout there. So I apologize because you can't see it. You will be able to see it in the still shot. So it's in a turquoise color. There we go. Now you can kind of see it at least. Just getting some more. There we go. Okay, so I want to cluster at the bottom here because otherwise there's still too much room down there. So I'm toying with this happy, and again, I apologize for this being so low that you're going to miss part of this at least. I have to move my camera every time and then I don't see it. Okay, so now I got it so you can see it. So I have those large flowers down there now from the Whimsical collection. And I'm toying with kind of what colors they're going to be, but I end up with those 3. I badly want to put that word happy on, but it's just not working. Okay, and then I find that little banner there, so I really like that. Just to get a little red down in that, you know, trying to take the colors from the other clusters and bring them down. Bring some pink in because there wasn't pink in there yet, really. Not any bright pink. And then I found another banner from the Whimsical collection in that lighter pink too. So that kind of balances the banners out on the left side of that. All right, so I've almost got those done. It's hard because all those little petals have to be inked when you're doing this. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm inking more flowers again. And I decided I didn't like the orange sticker there. I went with the blue because there's turquoise on the bottom, and then I also have a little geotag, puffy geotag on the bottom, and a fun in the turquoise right there. All right, guys, hope you're all well. I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.